Men who are curious about breasts, what questions do you want answered? What effects does a period have on them? Does it hurt if I hug back tightly when a woman hug me? Are they hard to run with? I feel like they'd be like bowling balls or something. Does it get uncomfortable when you sleep on your stomach? Do women also have random nipple erections in public? Boob owner here. Please tell us if you feel something that feels off. Women can get breast cancer as early as their 20s and an extra pair of hands will be helpful. Signed, a breast cancer fighter whose ex told her that he felt something but didn't tell her because he didn't want to freak me out. Pornography often depicts breasts as being a particularly strong erogenous zone. Is there any truth to that? Does stimulation of the breasts correspond with particularly high sexual stimulation? Or is that just a myth? When you are breastfeeding and have to pump, does it feel like a full bladder having to pee but in your breast, or does it just fill up and you pump whenever? Also, do you all do weird things to them when you are bored? Ladies who have implants, can you feel them inside your boobs? Why am I still curious about every woman's breasts after 36 years of living? Remember, the top comment on today's video will make it into tomorrow's video. Be sure to answer the question in the comments below. Do you store anything between them? Do they feel like weights on your chest, and do they chife if you move too much? Sorry about my spelling. How squishy. Do you ever just squeeze them when you're bored? Are they annoying / get in the way sometimes? I love how everyone is so respectful here. Why is it so hard to find a clothed reference to draw? Oh my word, these comments are actually not cursed. Thank goodness. No question, but just want to say I'm a huge fan. Edit. Wow. Thanks for all the awards, kind strangers. Do you want people to like looking at them / are there contexts you enjoy them being looked at? Do you feel nothing from that, or do you just hate people looking in general? Obviously, if someone is staring or just reducing you to an object, then that's uncalled for and rude. But I mean more, how do you feel about people respectfully enjoying the view? Have you ever breasted boobily down the stairs and titted downward? Edit. So today I learned, from this shit post of a comment, going downstairs with boobs can be really annoying. As a woman scrolling through, there's a lot more questions than I expected. Also, a lot of these are good questions. Is the whole breast sensitive or just the nipples? Edit. Whoa. Blew up overnight. Thanks for all the great answers and discussions. What voices do you make for them when you stick googly eyes on them? All I know is that when I need to sleep, I grab a boob and I'm out. She tells me all the time, just grab a boob and go to sleep. Works every time. I love boobies. Do you actually like it when your man sucks your titties? Or is that just for his enjoyment? Boob owner here. BC Cup. With my personal experience, I don't notice them, unless I consciously think, wait, I have boobs. I forget they're there a lot. I sleep on my stomach and they never hinder me. Feels like a hot bag of jello? But more dense. One is slightly larger, but passerby wouldn't notice. Personally, mine aren't sensitive, even on period. The breast sensitivity is the same as the rest of my flesh. Nipples are most sensitive. Sometimes I do randomly hold them, and ponder what a mysterious treasure they are. Always amazed at how y'all can take a bra off whilst you're still wearing a shirt. Most of us guys can't get them undone when the shirt is off. Especially those damn front clasps. 34-year-old man here. Why do I have them? How do you feel about the fixation of men on them in general and in a partner? Like when someone you're with is fixated on them like they owe him money. Does it come off as a bit immature, especially if they aren't that sensitive for you? Things I always wondered. How hard am I meant to pinch / bite? I always feel like I'm gonna fucking rip him off. Edit. My partner has asked me to bite and indicated that they like it. I'm not going around biting nips without consent, lol. Just wondering how hard is pleasurable. If a man has breasts, when he wears a bra, is it called a man zero or a bro? Were backpacks ever useful like counterweights? I know it's so stupid, but freshman me had this question going on. Do they hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Can I buy them for 25 schmeckles? When you hit the gym and have a chest day, how does having your big ol' gongalongas in the way affect the workout? Alright, I didn't notice anybody asking that, and I need to know, do they float in water? It just sounds logical that medium and big breasts would, since they have fat in it. Is it really like grabbing a bag of sand? I am a fat man and feel like I can answer all the questions here. Does the under boob part like massaged? Dunno why I even thought this, but I've wondered for a while. Why TF am I allowed to show my nipples, cause I'm a man, and women aren't? Why do I have them? When you go down the stairs and your breasts bounce, if they do, does it feel uncomfortable, and do you look around for people looking at you? Do they go boing boing? Every boob is unique, and needs to be questioned individually. Heart, XD. How long should I fry them and what's the best breading? No questions. Just want to say thanks. I don't think this is going to be asked, but as a 31-year breast haver, I thought this might be educational for others as it was for me. So, I fish quite often. One time I was tugging on a lure to make sure it was steady and the line gave. My hand holding the lure, which had 2 3-pronged hooks on it, went flying. I assessed the damage and could tell eyes and bits were all accounted for. But they were not. I had one entire prong hook through the upper portion of my boob. I'm talking in one side out the other, with the sharp prong not allowing me easy removal of my new, absolutely unwanted, piercing. My fiancé, seeing my pull in the hook, just pulled the skin forward, and seeing that it had in fact gone completely through one of his 2 favorite things, did what any person would in these moments and went panic mode. Now, men, and hey, any woman, others who may have wondered, it did not hurt. Zero pain. He was so distraught. It's just a big ol' ball o' flub. Now, do I recommend you send your friend's busts into dangerous territories? Absolutely not. I absolutely still vomit cried my way through that situation. However, zero pain, zero blood, just pluck her on out there and call it a day. On the funny side, it's now scarred and in a very open place on my upper breast, so I've actually been asked if it was an odd piercing choice that I just am letting heal. No. It was never a choice. Which lets me tell people this story. I love this story. I caught myself that weekend. Pro Fisher.